Hi, everyone. My name is Blaine Perema, and I'd like to thank you and welcome you to visiting my site. So, if you're on my site, you are more than likely somewhere on the realm of looking maybe for a personal trainer, looking at being more active, maybe looking at losing more weight. But chances are, if you're here, then you are looking at improving or increasing your health in some capacity. So basically, I have been a personal trainer for 20 years here in Winnipeg. I I grew up on a small farm, 100 miles north of here in a small town of Fisher Branch. And health and working out and fitness has been a passion of my life since I was 13, 12 years old, ever since I was a little boy out there. And that all started because I was an overweight kid and I did struggle with weight for a large part of my life, and it's an ongoing thing that people who have a tendency to be overweight or that they really got to watch and keep on top of things. So that's where my passion started, and I'm still just as passionate, if not more passionate. Almost 30 years later. I'm 42 right now. So what happened was is I went to the University of Winnipeg and I graduated the Bachelor of Kinesiology, and then I went and got all these other high end certifications. But what happened was I went to 4 week long internships with strength and conditioning coach expert Charles Poliquin, who sadly has passed away right now, but he was regarded as the top strength and conditioning coach in the world. He's worked with all these high level Olympic athletes, professional athletes. He was basically the go to guy who these people, these high end people would hire to get them in tip top shape in record times. And what happened was he was one of the first people to develop this weight training only weight loss program. So this was unheard of, right? People were always like, you had to do cardio to lose weight, and he kind of flipped everything on its head with that and said, no, here I got a weight training only program, and I use it with all my professional athletes and movie stars, and you don't have to do any cardio. So, anyways, I went to these internships and learned all this stuff. 4 weeks in these classrooms and working with him is a lot of time, and you learn a lot of tricks of the trade, as opposed to studying in the books and stuff like that. So, anyways, as it would go, I came back and I started using his program with my clients. And although it was brutally effective, it was too hard for the older person, professional that is out of shape and hasn't worked out before. And so what I found out is that although it was effective, I had to tone it down for a lot of clients. So I had this original program I came back with, and I was trying to implicate it or use it with a lot of clients. And some of them I could, but for the most of them I couldn't use it. It was just too tough. It was too tough. So what I found is I had to make small adjustments throughout the way, throughout the workouts and that to make it easier and easier for people, for regular people to follow that weren't athletes. They were just looking at, getting healthier, losing a bunch of weight and stuff like that, getting stronger, more toned. And what I found was that I was able to, you know, do away with a lot of the stuff that made the program hard, very difficult, while still being able to get some really crazy results. And it actually shocked me because this kind of happened by, some people weren't able to come 3 days a week. They were coming 2 days a week, and I had to take out certain exercises, and I had to give longer rest breaks. So all this stuff that he kind of was big on, I kind of took away, which made the workout program easier. But the results were just as good in some people. So I thought, wow, I got this excellent program now that most people enjoy. They enjoy coming and doing it. It's not too difficult. I only got to see them 2 or 3 times a week, and they're getting these crazy results, and people loved it. So over the years, I tried to push the envelope and see how little of the original program I could use, while still getting all the strength benefits and health benefits, and that without making it too hard for the person. And my after 20 years now, we got this program, this T40 Fit rapid fat loss system, which I've made out of this. It's the 2 time a week program, and it works absolutely excellent. I am very lucky to say that I I do train, and I have trained some of the most well-known, famous, and successful people in the city. I like doing it. I built up a good clientele that I'm very happy with, and I believe that I can, deliver this program to many different types of people in many different types of situations. I have helped a lot of people over the years, hundreds of clients lose a lot of weight. So I basically come up with every kind of situation to deal with it. I'm not saying I can help everyone because there's always going to be outliers, but I do believe I can help most of you, as long as you're willing to put in an effort. And I'm not saying that it's going to be a total cakewalk because it's not. But it's not difficult either. Once you put your mind to it and get into it, I'm confident that 99% of the people can do it, and I'm confident that you can do it as well. So, getting back to this T40 Fit system, I do make it's something that I developed. So, and I do have 4 pillars to it that I believe are essential to people or you reaching your weight loss goals and your health goals and stuff like that. So, first of all is the exercise part, which is the workout program. So that is very important. So in that, I develop my own techniques and skills and programming for that. The diet, that is also extremely important. And I have my own methodology to that. There's many ways to skin a cat and many ways to diet to reach weight loss goals. But I believe the way that I do it is the most effective for the majority of the people that I work with. Pillar number 3 is the mental aspect, because the mental aspect is actually huge, very huge, when trying to lose weight. If you're not in the right frame of mind and you don't have the proper coaching, then I believe that greatly reduces your chances of reaching your goals. So the mental aspect, I like to not only just tell my clients what to do, but I actually teach them and teach them the reasons why we do things. I'm a firm believer that the more a person knows about a subject, the more likely they are to be successful with doing that. So I do have a teaching component to my program with my clients, so that not only will they be more successful, but when they leave me, or when they go on their own, they know the reasons why and how, and they're able to follow this system or this lifestyle for the rest of their lives. So I do believe the teaching component is very important. That's the 3rd pillar. And the 4th pillar is the support and accountability, and that is hugely important as well. I know that there's a lot of people in many different professions. They have support groups and accountability groups to help keep them on track and focused. So I believe that is another very important component that people looking at getting healthier and losing weight, it really benefits them. So we have that way. I got, at the moment, and this could all change because as I'm testing new things, but you got a private Facebook group and group calls and stuff like that, and check-ins, weekly check-ins, of course. And that greatly helps the person reach those goals. So what I have found is the 4 pillars of, diet, exercise, the mental aspect, and the accountability and support greatly increases a person's chance of success in reaching their health and weight loss goals, as opposed to someone who's just following a diet and an exercise program. Okay, so that's it. I encourage you. You've been on the page here. There's. I encourage you to give me a call. I offer a free, strategy session. We'll set it up. I'll find out, where you're coming from, what you need done, what my recommendations, will be for you. And hopefully we can work out. Or if we can't, if we're not the best fit, I could probably send you in a direction that you would be. But I'm fairly confident that I'd be able to help you out. And yeah, and there's probably a sign up on here for some kind of free webinar or something like that. So I encourage you to sign up for that as well, because I offer more information that talks a little bit deeper about my whole program and whole system, and how I could help you out. So anyways, that's it. And like I said at the beginning, coming to this webpage, you might be there's a big where you're at in this whole weight loss thing, or wanting to get healthier. You might be boom ready to go and call me, and we start training tomorrow. And then there's others that, you know what, you're just thinking about it and you're kind of checking out things and checking out different websites and stuff like that. And that's fine. Do your research, whatever. But, I wouldn't think about it too much. A lot of people, there's people that, they looked at my site, they say they've looked at my site for a whole year before, actually calling me and starting to work with me. So don't make this, I know for a lot of you, it's out of your comfort zone and it's going to be, you're kind of unsure of yourself, but, I just don't want that to hold you back, a year or so. A lot of my clients who have worked with me say, what, I really regret that I put it off for so long. So my recommendation is to be, what, pick up the phone, give me a call. I promise you, you have nothing to worry about. It's a lot, simpler than you think. I'm not going to overwork you. I'm not going to make you want to throw up in the gym. That's just wrong. I always, tell people I start them off very low and then we slowly progress. Everyone has a certain starting point, but it will always be with what you're comfortable with. And yeah, just do it. So, anyways, that's my presentation kind of about how my system works and how it came about. And I hope you enjoyed that. And if you would like any more information, then just, the contact information is on my page here. Let's set up something and we'll see where you're at. Thank you.